Previously on the Santana Coiler project, I enlarged the driver's footwell, slightly modified the passenger's footwell, and created a huge opening in the center of the bulkhead to fit the fresh air pipe of the 300 TDI engine. I then created a cover and a bulge that covers up the fresh air pipe and makes the engine fit on the other side of the firewall bulkhead. Took off the bulkhead and put it on a jig, and then repairs started on top where some rusty metal had to be pried out and cut out and replaced with shiny new metal. And at this point I'm ready to move lower on the front of the bulkhead to this section up front. Today I'm moving down the bulkhead to this area. This is not a rust repair, but there was some damage here from installation of accessories. They were diesel fuel filters that were attached here over the last 40 years. In order to get access to the back of this panel, the previous owners removed metal from here, from underside, which is hard to see on this shot. But that reduced the rigidity of this center section, and so this is not a rust repair. We'll call it a hole repair. And originally this rain gutter was installed here, which old Land Rovers have under their hood, or as they call them at their birthplace, bonnet. So I've drilled out the spot welds that held this rain gutter here and removed it. That will make it much easier to work on this surface. This is really a great idea. I got it from a website of a series Land Rover specialist called Pangolin 4x4, which is a very interesting business to check out. I bought my tropical roof for this project from Pangolin. But the guy that runs Pangolin is right. Removing this rain gutter really greatly simplifies repairs here. And so this is a flat piece with a bend that goes toward the back and then another bend. All of them are 90 degrees. This should be pretty straightforward, and I'm ready to begin cutting away the damaged metal up front. I'm planning to retain the factory bend here because I don't think I could make it as nice by welding this outside corner. So this will have to be a butt weld because these are the hinges for the hood or the bonnet. The top of the hood is up here right under the vents. So this will be covered up. In this shot, you can see all of the bulkhead modifications that have been made. Both footwells have been modified. A bulge for the 300 TDI air pipe was created, and also the area on the inside of the vehicle below the air vents has been replaced with a simple flat piece. While the weld-through primer is drying, let's talk about these butt welding clamps. There's a thin plate of steel with a square hole, and it's pulled on by this wing nut. The wing nut places tension, and a bar fits into the square hole, like so. And then two pieces of steel can be put against it, against the middle center plate, and then the wing nut gets tightened. And the two pieces of steel are being held together. The two pieces of steel are being held together at a predetermined distance. You can see a little gap between in there. So it's pretty neat. Except that you have to have access to the back of the panel. When you loosen the clamp, the bar will fall out. And if it falls into a cavity in your project that you have no access to, then if it's a car, this bar is going to rattle inside the cavity of your car forever. So This does require access to the back to disengage. Alright, so the gutter is on. This has been replaced, it doesn't have holes in it. It now has an underside that ties into the back of the bulkhead, so it's strong. This whole section across is a box structure, and then it's reinforced by the gutter. So we're progressing. We're getting here. There's a few repairs down below and a major repair on the back side here, on the back side of this side, which will be in the next video. Thanks for watching.